Hello, and welcome to L.O.P with Kyra Sarge. L.O.P stands for Live on Purpose, which is what we'll be talking about on today's episode. Living on purpose is something that I actually did not start doing until after I had my son. I want to say maybe about a year after I had my son, I began to realign and redefine exactly who I was living for and what I was doing. Living on purpose, I think I was more so doing to be aligned with society versus being aligned with my true core. And being a wife and being a mother, and more importantly, being an individual, I had to realign those things to fulfill my happiness. Because if I'm not happy, then I necessarily can't really make anyone else happy. Self love starts from within in all avenues of your life. And so that's when I really had to start digging as to why I was not living on purpose initially, and why it took for me to have my son to begin to start living on purpose. And I think it all contributed to unconscious biases, limiting belief systems, my mindset. Those things just were not aligned with the true intent of my being. And I can honestly say that maybe society had an effect on that, maybe my upbringing, or whatever it is. I allowed those past situations to define my expectations in life. And don't get me wrong, although I went to school and I have a bachelor's degree and I am in the field of my choice and I'm succeeding, I cannot necessarily say that that's aligned with my purpose in which that I've set out and want to conquer for myself. There were times where I felt like a unicorn and I felt like I wasn't worthy or I wasn't confident. And I think this is something that a lot of us actually experience, is those moments where we don't have the faith within ourselves and we're not confident enough to allow ourselves to live on purpose and or dream big. um, I can be the first to say that, I was just operating in survival mode and just aligning myself with society versus my true intentions of what I want to be remembered for and what I want to do with my life. And that leads me into an episode of Queen Sugar where Aunt Vi was talking to Nova about her pie business. Now, just to give you a little background in reference to Aunt Vi was previously in an abusive relationship, which she had gotten out of, and she pretty much just devoted her life to helping and raising her nieces and nephews. And here she is at the age of 60, getting a pie contract to promote her brand of Aunt Vi's pies within stores, and she's not happy. And not Aunt Vi, but Nova notices that she's not happy, and she acknowledges that. And she states to Aunt Vi that fact, and Aunt Vi replies by saying that she never gave herself permission to dream big. How many of us have actually gave ourselves permission to dream big knowingly? We move so unconsciously that we don't really realize that we're not being an asset to ourselves. You have to be an asset to yourselves. You can't let your situations determine your expectations. There's plenty of celebrities in which we idolize that have went through situations that were a setback, and they overcame them because they had faith in themselves. They had faith in the process, and they believed and dreamed so big that no situation could interfere with that dream. And that's what we have to do as individuals as well. They're no different from us. They're exactly the same. You cannot let your situations outweigh your dreams. You have to let your dreams come to pass and keep dreaming. When you accomplish one dream, manifest another. You have so much power within your mind, you have no idea. The human body is a magnificent thing, which is why the human body is studied so much. Your mind, out of all things, has the ability to take you to places that you never dreamed you would even be able to go to. And it's all the power of dreaming and all the power of not letting past situations determine who you are and who you're going to be, and moving with consistency and motivation and constantly striving to fulfill your dreams. They will come to pass. But you have to believe in yourself, and you have to take the steps of asking yourself, are you living on purpose? If not, why? And are you dreaming? And if not, why? Because you should be. Dreaming big is so healthy for an individual. Now, I'm not saying dream big and, pack up and leave your family or do something drastic, but I'm saying dream big and bring your family with you. Let the lessons and situations in your life, give you life lessons, and teach, your family that no matter what you go through, you can survive and you can succeed by accomplishing your dreams as long as you believe. And that's a very important, implementation that we should involve in ourselves of, dreaming and living on purpose. And I know that, we may come across people who, just don't quite get the gist or don't really understand what you're doing, and or have a negative opinion about you dreaming. And you know what? You just have to take those individuals at face value and keep going, keep dreaming, because they may not understand where you're going. But when you get there, it'll all make sense to them. So I just want to drop this little gem with you so that you keep dreaming and that you live on purpose and you redefine yourself and you align yourself with your true purpose within and your heart's desires, and just having faith and believing in yourself, knowing that you're not this little unicorn in a circus and everyone goes through something, and just believing and just moving forward, having faith in the process, having faith in your Savior or your higher power, whoever it may be, whatever you worship, just having faith, praying, meditating, steadfast that it's going to come to pass. And it will be real. Believe me. Just have faith in yourself. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of L.O.P. And I hope that you tune in for my next episode. Thanks. Bye.